I always wanted to start with a long time ago because I didn't want people to confuse the film with a science fiction film. This was just a big fantasy story. It was once upon a time. It was purely a fairy tale. I never thought of it as science fiction at all. It was just a fantasy film. You can cross over however you want and do things, but 2001 is the greatest science fiction film ever made, as far as I'm concerned. And technologically, the most advanced science fiction film ever made on film. It's just that's the height. Star Wars didn't even come up with that. All we did is invent the kinetic part, the cinema part, which is you could pan with spaceships and make it fast. To me, a fantasy film is a film that relies on mystical ideas, mythology, relies a lot on metaphor, analogies to make its point rather than being literal.
The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
It doesn't usually involve a political statement on science or involves science. It usually involves more about the human condition. Fantasy is hard to do because you have to build your own set of rules and you have to adhere to them, and they have to be accepted by the audience. And it has to be something, usually in a fantasy, people fantasize about having. Being invisible or having superpowers or a world we can't see. It has to be something that people are attracted to. Because if it's not, you say, why am I watching this? Where's my psychological need being met? And that's the whole point of fantasy, is you can fantasize about something that can't be real.
A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins.
Magic is one of the legs that movies stand on, and it becomes articulate in the real world with visual effects and things.
Looking? Found someone you have, I would say.
All fantasies are designed to teach you something. and teach you something about yourself, but in a benign way.
I'm looking for a great warrior.
And the further you go, the more you want to say, the bigger the vision you want to put out there, and the more fanciful. So Star Wars was written and designed around technology so that it could actually be accomplished.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
I never thought I'd make the next 3 films because I thought it couldn't be done. The fact that you can dream on a grand scale now is going to produce very interesting works. In the world of fantasy, we've sort of scratched the surface yet.
Yeah, I can fly.